YouTube. It's Brother Dennis. To God goes all the glory. It's Thursday evening. Yeah. April 10th or 11th, something like that. April 11th, yep. And we're in the Young Bird Loft. It's kind of late evening, 7 or 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And we're going to feed the young babies. And so I had a crazy thing happen. I had a bird that wouldn't trap in, but I finally caught it at night. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's about it. I usually give them 13 scoops because there's 26 birds. So it's a 1 scoop for every 2 birds. And that seems to be the formula that's working right now. So they want to fly, but I'm holding them back for a day or two while I'm trying to resettle that one bird. And I got like 5 or 6 babies in here that been trap training and everything. But man, these guys, they want to go. I'm really happy about some of these birds I have in here. I really am. They want to fly. Yeah, I really got some good young birds. I really feel it. I really do feel it. We'll see. And I'm not judging on the looks, like what they look like, even though a lot of them feel good in my hand. Like a lot of birds I got from the Tommy Tachyon and Joe and James and them guys. And they're not that the birds that I had last year felt any different, but it's just like these birds, it's like I guess I know what I'm like trying to feel for now. And it's like, and not only that, when I let them out fly, I mean they're like rockets. They hate. I'll take a video of it, but when I let them out and I let them fly, it's amazing. And I'm going to start working on this second half over here because I need it for my last round. I have started the last round. Well, I didn't start it. They started hatching. My last round is hatching, y'all. And I've made a decision, at least for this year, I'm not doing no late hatches at all. So everybody that has laid eggs, like my last round right now, which is April 11th, some of them started hatching. And what I'm trying to say is all the eggs, all the birds that I'm going to hatch have already been laid or whatever. I'm not doing any more. This is round 3 for most of my pairs. Round 2 for 1 or 2 of them. Like Joe's pair, the Lily Loft pair, they only got 2 rounds out of them. Because their 3rd round, which is actually their 2nd round, just hatched a couple days ago. So I got hope this video turns out alright because I'm using the chest mount while the wind is devastating out here. It's like whipping. It's whipping. I hate getting smacked in the face by pigeons. It sucks. So I make sure the tray is clean. I'm trying to get y'all a good shot. Tray is clean to poop. I got 12. Well, these birds I don't really count. I do got 12 birds in here, but they're feeding baby. Oh, and I got 2 youngsters on the ground. Actually, those are them in the corner right there. Got 2 youngsters. So they'll be going over to the they're going to actually be haven't decided whether they're going to be the last 2 in that section or are they going to be the first 2 in the new section. I haven't decided. And I'm sorry about this video. I'm bending over, guys. The grit, you see, I need to get some grip containers. And this girl, okay, so she's sitting on eggs. So I threw her eggs out. But the funny story is one of my other pair in the other cage, actually with the old man, grandpa. Okay, so him and his hen laid 2 eggs. Then like 14 days later, they laid 2 more eggs. The same time this hen laid eggs. So I had no intention of breeding this hen, right? Because these are just my late hatches from last year. I haven't flown. So my plan wasn't to breed these, but they're housed, males and females together. So make a long story short, she's fostering those eggs. So I gave her grandpa's eggs, right? So grandpa being a bird of mine I got that Tommy gifted me, who's the father of some champions, and the mother of those eggs is diploma winners. So they're really good bred birds as far as production goes. And the cock is a really good bred bird pedigree also. I gotta get the pedigree from Tommy, but it's some type of I think Maloney or Mac Maloney or something like that, champion type. Let me get the food. I need the food to go in there. So this is my main breeding section right here. I got 5 pairs in here. And I'll turn the light on, because I've already turned the lights off. Honestly, I haven't even, I'm grinding down on my breeding for real. Oh, it's unplugged. Oh, let me plug it in. I actually unplugged the timer. All right, let's see if that works. Oh, there we go. So, all right. So these guys, so we're gonna find this out together. So let me clean your guys' pooper scoopers out. And then for these, I just pour the food in there because I got babies in here. I'm not worried about overfeeding these guys. Gotta get them some water too. So let's see what we got here. So all these up here, I got 2 babies up there, if y'all can see. And then we got eggs. I know it all has to be cleaned out, but I just removed all these the babies from these nests, right? Now here's the terminal pair. Now they got 1 baby in there. Now I refuse to touch this pair at all. I just let nature take its course because all the babies end up dying and weaning. So I did not take these babies and put them on the floor. I left the mother and the father. I let nature take its course, right? Because evidently, and here's the mother actually sitting on another pair of eggs. So if this pair makes it through weaning, I'll keep those eggs. If the pair dies, I'm throwing those eggs out. That's the decision I come to. So far, so good, because there's one of the birds right there of the terminal, right? So evidently the other one is down here with them, and then evidently it left the nest somehow on its own, and hopefully they're all being fed by the parents, right? So these are these are hatchlings. Matter of fact, let me disconnect the phone from this thing. Yeah, so this is the thing I've been trying to use. Hey YouTube, hi. Cut my beard. So here's my babies. This is another round. Now 4 of these babies I'm gonna give. Now I'm not gonna give the terminal pair out because I don't think that's right. Because if they do have some type of hereditary disease or something, I don't want to give it to somebody else's loft. So, but that one right there with the orange band, right there, that's one of them. So it seems to be okay right now, walking around, and it's hanging out with the other babies. Right? It made its way to the floor on its own. And these are my other babies. These are 4 of these I said are gonna go to Ruben, who's a really experienced flyer. Also over here, let's check this out. There's 2 more of my babies. Right? So there's 2 more babies down there. Let's see, you can see them. Yep, there's 2 more babies in the corner. Right there. So they're just afraid of me. So I gotta get all these guys water and stuff. But yeah, this is my last round being hatched. So up there, that in that corner, that's third round in that corner. Third round being hatched. I got 2, 4, 6, 8 more. Yeah, so 10. So out of 5 pair. So yeah, them babies seem to be moving around pretty well. I need to get them water. I need to get everybody water. So, and they seem to be moving around pretty well. Like I said, I just let nature take its course, and hopefully the terminal pair. Watch out, guys. Yeah, that white one's a baby. Watch out. Watch out. You hear it squeaking. They look good though. They're about ready to move over to the young bird loft. While I just been waiting for the other ones to get ready so I can move them all at the same time. Right? So they haven't been out. I haven't seen them on the aviary at all yet. Right? Oh, I meant to tell you. I meant to show you. Yeah. 2 babies in there. They're banned. And then 2 more babies up here are banned. Well, like I said, this is my last round. This one's up here at the top. Those were the Barnhart ones. And what were these again? These are this here are New Beginning, 2nd generation right here. This is, yeah. So this is Tough Guy babies. And the mother's a Tough Guy hen off a Tough Guy and his hen. And the father has a black band. So the father is off of the Air Champ Loft, the Sharky stuff and all that stuff. All that high acidity, Indiana Hoosier bloodline stuff. Ornette blood. So it's got the Ornette, son of Ornette. I think his name is Rebellion or something like that. Rebel, something like that. I'm not really good with pedigrees, but that's what we're doing. I'll be honest with you guys, man. I think that I like cleaning. I like cleaning my stuff. I do. I clean my loft. I'll be cleaning it this weekend. I'll be working on my other loft, the other part, to try to finish that. But I don't like too much disinfectant because I want to keep the immune systems and stuff. So I spray everything down the best I can with plain water. But I don't disinfect these water bowls and stuff like that. And I got that from Frank McLaughlin. And once all the babies, once I'm done breeding, and all the babies are in the baby loft or in the young bird loft, and once that takes place, I'll go through and I'm gonna remove the nest boxes because I want to do something a little bit different next year. So I'm going to remove the nest box. I'm going to divide the hens and the cocks together, divide them up, 2 groups, hens and cocks. And at that time, I'll disinfect all the nest bowls. Obviously I throw all the bedding and everything out, disinfect all the nest bowls. But that's about the size of it. The feeders and all that, I'll disinfect them when I store them. Like, I'll clean everything and store it for next year. So obviously I'll disinfect it. So mold or nothing crazy will start growing while it's being stored. And because there's the totes for it right there. So I store it right there outside. And of course my dogs will try to do their best to chew everything up. Let me get this one water bowl in there to them parents, because I think they need water to make their crop milk. But I like the fact that all these birds are moving around, running around. And I just gave them grit yesterday. That's what's in that black thing. So I like the fact that all these birds are running around and playing around. And this one bird keeps flying into me. That's the Wayne Hall cock. That is. Yeah, I put some new cleaning. My other, what do you call it? The other what do you call it? Dustpan. The other dustpan broke. So I had to put a new dustpan in there, and it doesn't fit on the screw right. The scraper and everything doesn't fit like I had it. So I gotta fix that. And yeah, so get these guys water. So normally I can do all my chores in like 25-30 minutes if I'm not cleaning. But what I do is I hang out with the birds a little bit. Right? So I'll come back in here in about 15-20 minutes and turn the lights and stuff off. Right? But yeah, we got some good birds. And let me get this up. That up. Oh, so I'll take y'all on a little journey over here. Y'all can see my other breeders. Now I got a mixed bag on this perch thing, or this thing here. I'm mixed reviews on this because I like it because you know who the mother and the father is. I do like that, no questions. But I feel like the birds, like I can see the look on their face, like when my other birds are out here, and they're bathing, because they're right there on these in their aviaries, and they're taking their pigeon baths and everything. And there's the other aviaries. So when they're taking their pigeon baths, these birds are like, man, you can see they're all lined up out here. They're in jail cells. So what I think I'm gonna do is only put birds out here that have been settled, right? But I don't know if that'll make a difference. That way I can let them out and they'll come back in. I don't know. That's my one problem. I like this setup, but what I want to do is actually put it inside a bigger kennel, right? So I can let the birds out and let them, to me they're like in jail out here. And I know that's like people don't care about their pigeons the way they feel and all that, but I kind of feel bad as a man that was long time ago was incarcerated. I can relate a little bit. So I want to put them in like a kennel, this whole thing in a kennel. So next year when I'm breeding them, they can have like an aviary. They can fly around. They can do their business. And once they lay eggs and everything, I guess they could also be bred by other cocks. So that takes away the purpose of using this. I don't know. I'll think about it. Oh, the power's going out again. Lord have mercy. Yup, the power. It's so windy that it's knocking my power out. The power in my house. I want to try to show you the baby. Yeah, so there's... Oh no, something's going on in here. Watch out. One of the babies died. I think something's wrong with this baby. Doesn't look good. Something's wrong with it. It's not even as big as, nowhere near the big as the other one. It's not dead yet, so I'm gonna leave it in here. But it's dying. It's probably dead in the morning. Oh man. And that's Joe's pair. So like I said, I got mixed feelings about this damn thing. So they lost their eggs. And now that one baby don't look like it's doing too well. But all these guys in here are sitting on eggs. You don't even know what you can see in there. See, now my power came back on. So the wind is so windy that it's blowing the power out. It's a tree. The guy was out here all day. Today they were out here trimming the trees and knocking it away from the transformer, and it's still knocking our power out, which sucks. Nobody wants to be without power, and it's getting ready to get dark. Oh man, that's gonna suck. Back up, chickens. I shouldn't have barged in here like this. I don't want to let them out. Yeah, gotta get them water. Gotta collect their eggs. Well, it's getting ready to be dark. I'll let them out. All right, y'all can go out. Go ahead. Go ahead. There goes my chickens. Come on, go ahead. Now here comes the rain, so hopefully they'll come back in a minute. I gotta collect these eggs. I collect these eggs. This is what I do. This is my chores. So there's one. Let's see how many we got. I got 4 chickens. That's 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 eggs in 3 days. And that's what I do. I collect them every 3 days. Now it's starting to rain. So 14 eggs in 3 days. That means 12, 2 extra eggs. So that means somebody's working overtime. Yep. Somebody is working overtime. I actually got 4 new hens. 4 hens for this year. I'm going to make a chicken run for them, so they're not in there. But I let them out like 3 times a week. And you see them out now. I let the chickens out. They run around, they scrape, they get bugs. Speaking of bugs, this morning I went up the highway. I got a part-time job that I work. And they called me in, so I went up the highway early this morning. And then it started raining. They told me to go home. So I turned around, and on my way home, man, I was hitting some of these biggest bugs you would ever want to see. They were hitting my windshield. I don't know what they were because they were exploding when they hit. But I had so many marks on my windshield, my headlights, like all over the grill of my car. I don't know if they were cicadas because they were thumping. When they hit, at first I thought it was hailing. I was like, man, is this hail? I see an egg I missed. So that's 15 eggs. So that's 15 eggs. Yep, I gotta get some more hay for that, for them. Yeah. Get some more hay for them. Put the egg right here for now on my bench. And then what I do is I give them some scratch. Here you go. Here's your scratch, mommy. Throw the scratch in there for them. And then what I'll do is give them a little bit of food because I don't want it to get too wet. And they all ran back in. And now they're done. I got scratch, food and water, and that equals eggs. And while I'm at it, I'll feed the baby chickens, my baby chickens. So I need new scratch. And I normally give them mealworms too, but I ran out. So I'll be going to Tractor Supply tomorrow. Getting mealworms. Man, I hated to see that about that little baby chicken. I mean, a little baby pigeon not doing well. And I don't have anything else this size, or I would throw it in there. Like I have no other parent. I don't know. I noticed it yesterday that it was half the size, wasn't doing as well as the other one. And then so I just dumped that down there. So I got the baby hens in here, inside a cage, inside this fenced-in area, so my dogs can't get to them. There's 4 in there, y'all can see. And they're gonna be, the reason I bought, your Tractor Supply makes you buy 4 at a time. And I got 4 because somebody told me if you get black chickens, sometimes it'll keep the hawks away because the hawks think they're crows. So that's the reason why I got those 2 black ones. They're gonna come out all black. They're gonna be black Marantz or something they're called, but they'll be all black. No, they're not the other ones that have the black meat and all that. These are egg layers. But the white one is a leghorn, after the cartoon guy. I like him. I say that Sonny. You know that guy, that chicken guy. And then the red one is a Rhode Island Red because out of my other 4 chickens, the Rhode Island Red has the best personality. So I think they have the best personality. So they're all hens. I don't have a rooster. I wanted to get. My plan was to get a rooster, but I chickened out. Yeah, I'm concerned about that little baby. This concerns me. I'm back over here and revisit this situation to see. And then see both the parents in the bowl like that. I don't know. Y'all okay? Is your baby okay? And that's why I don't like bothering the birds, man, a lot. I really don't. Let me get them some grit because they're feeding babies. I like to make sure that pigeons that are making the crop milk have grit at all times. So I focus on making sure that birds have grit. Yeah, but old bird season is going good for my club. We only got 3 flyers in my club that are doing old birds, but we're in a big combine. So I think it's like 20 old bird flyers maybe. Larry, if you're watching this, I do have the Foy's catalog, so thank you very much for that. Funny story about Larry was I was talking to Larry for an hour on the phone and thought he was Brandon the whole time. Our club split, and Larry is a older gentleman, but he's younger than me. He's like 40, 30 something, and he's with the other guys, Cameron Club now. And he called me to give me some tips, but the whole time I thought it was Brandon because he sounded like Brandon on the phone. And I'm talking to him, and I end up saying, yeah, man, this young bird season is going to be great. Plus, I want to try to get at the Cameron Club, like saying it jokingly. Like I'm looking forward to compete with them guys, especially since I got some birds from Tommy and Wayne and them guys. Looking forward to competing with them guys. And he goes, brother, I'm in the Cameron Club. You know who you're talking to? And I was like, yeah, Brandon. He goes, no, man, this is Larry. I was like, dag. And that was like an hour in. Because when it popped up on my phone, I was driving, so I didn't see the caller ID. I just pushed accept. And that was a crazy story. But, me being a man of God, I don't never really say nothing out of pocket about anybody. So I didn't say, I don't really talk about people, gossip and bad-mouthing people. It's just bad energy. Nothing comes of that. I do got PTSD, so I do get in my feelings a lot. I really do. I do have problems mentally sometimes, so I do get in my feelings. But we all know that God created men to be physical creatures, so when men get mad, things get broken and people die. And when women get mad, they're emotional creatures. So, So men are physical, women are emotional. That's why it hurts so much when a man that's why it hurts so much when a woman cheats on a man, because a man knows that she did it with her heart. Whereas when a man cheats, it's just physical. He just wants to get his rocks off most of the time. Not saying all the time, but man doesn't cheat from his heart. Women do. So just remember that. You drive a woman great. I'll drive a woman to... Anyway, the video that's taking a bit wrong, yeah. So I like the fact that bird, he's hanging out with his buddies. I like that fact. I like to double check behind myself to make sure I'm not missing or... Oh, I am. I forgot to... There's a good hen. She's the mother of the white ones that are underneath. But I need to get these other birds some grit before... even though they spill it, I think it's the baby spilling it. I'm not sure because I don't know what it is. And I need to get another grit bowl. I have these 2 little pick jars here. But these aren't real. I should have them a better container for grit. And since I got 2 mommies in there feeding babies. Yeah, I got 2 more babies. Yeah, I got 4 babies on that side. Fresh babies, but that's it. Once these eggs hatch, I'm done. No late hatches. A guy told me that he don't think it's fair to race late hatches. So let's say this is what I was trying to explain to some guys the other day, but on text message, so it wasn't coming out right. So let me explain my theory behind late hatches. Late hatches, which are these birds I got over here, late hatches. They were too young to race young birds. But so they didn't really get tossed. They really didn't get trained that well. And then when old bird season comes around, my mentor guy was telling me that pigeons as young birds, they route as young birds. But they hit a certain age, they stop routing. They get comfortable where they live at. And if you don't toss pigeons as young birds, then you, even though you don't raise them, I mean toss them. If you don't toss your pigeons as young birds, which I didn't because I was confused, I thought I could toss them later, so I didn't never toss these late hatches in here. Never got tossed. So he said I can't race them because they have no routing in them right now. They don't know, they're not going to find their way home. They haven't been routing. So my plan is there's 6 in here I want to keep for breeding. The Barnharts, the Wayne Halls, 2 Barnharts, 2 Wayne Halls, the 1 cock that's from the terminal pair, right? I want to keep him because he's the only living bird off that pair right now. He got an orange band on his leg right there. Back there in the back. He's the only bird that is alive that I have off that pair. And this little hen right here I'm probably going to keep because I like her a lot. But there's 6 birds in here, 3 cocks and 3 males. 3 cocks and 3 females that I bred that were born here. Like the parents to these down here. Those 6, the ones that I feel I can afford to lose, I'm going to toss and use them as an experiment to see if I can get them ready for old bird season next year. So when I start training my young birds, once the young birds route out on their own, or once actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 6 birds and put them over in the young bird section once the breeding is done. And then as I'm loft flying and routing the young birds, I'm going to try to route them and loft fly them and see what happens. And try to race them, try to race them because they're all settled and everything. So I'm gonna try to race them, see what happens. I'm gonna try to get them out this summer and loft fly them. And if they get lost, they get lost. Then I learn my lesson. But this year I have my rule is no late hatches. I don't want to have the extra headache of late hatches. So I'm doing 3 rounds. That should give me enough birds to make it through young bird season, and then have birds left for old bird season. So, yeah, I'm not doing no late hatches. So once these birds are done breeding, they're done. And I think I'm done too. YouTube, make friends and not enemies. Love one another. And most importantly, pray for each other. God bless you.